I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hand on and hood on.
Right.
Middle to middle. When I put my foot on,
That's
I
how
got
you
to put
feel.
on. I got a bad one. They
Just
want to
laugh
keep
in my
me. Oh, that's a
pain,
good one.
man.
Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon.
I went out early, you know what I'm saying, walking the block, and I had seen it like, I ain't go to bed till like, probably like 5 this morning. And so I went out at like 3:30, almost 4, and I seen him like in the backyard. And then by the time I got back there, shit, his little bro was already in the alley. And I'm like, nah, I ain't finna do all of that like that.
Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown.
It get hungry.
A floor, come down, hotel.
You know, I just hope, you know what I'm saying, don't no dogs or nothing get on.
What now? 11 a.m. Check out.
He a fighter though, so
just to tell her it's one now.
he'll be alright.
I need rest,
They'll
no
fuck
recess
ass
in my
back.
schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game.
I ain't stand a chance, huh?
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Yeah, I'm about to send you a link right now. Oh, nigga. Damn, I almost ran that bad boy
return
back.
gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Oh, shit. Nah, I can just send you the link and it'll pull it right up. If you click on that motherfucker. Make sure. And see, I really don't like doing this shit, man. Like in these big group in this league, you gotta, whoever posting it, you know what I'm saying, everybody else can watch and see niggas plays and shit.
Right here.
See what niggas is picking. You know, I don't know these niggas, you know what I'm saying? They might be talking and, oh, he picking this formation and he doing this.
Brought down, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed. Here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not.
Oh, yeah,
now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
I done seen that. They had a few pass interference, too. I done seen the defensive and
now it's
offensive
1st and 10, a big
I'm
mistake,
like,
especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Ryan now off the bootleg. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Ryan.
Hold on to it, nigga. Oh, man.
Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Oh, shit.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Ready, blue lady. Be a long day for you. Double time, 3 out. Hey, watch it. Green, triple T.
On first down, Swift. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now, Swift. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Jameis to throw it. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 20.
No, that's James. Yeah.
$25.
First down, Saints.
Ready, blue lady. We ain't giving up nothing.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Winston. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right, got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ready? Flag. What you got?
3rd and short yardage. Winston. He is going to find Hill here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
That's right where we go. If it's 3rd and short.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, and keep the defense off balance.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Winston. And he finds Cook. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A run, it's Murray, and an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A first down throw for Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just weren't able to do so.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the counter, Gurley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Ready, blue 80, back 25. Check 47. Cut. 25.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. A good pickup. They get 8, but it's 3rd down now.
They don't want it. Keep playing, fellas. Let's get it. Ready, like 25. 47. It's going to be a long day.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ben Gideon coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Yeah, it is. Just got that alert.
On first down, Murray. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Well, stay home.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready? Flag 25 behind. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll run with Lewis. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
We got that shit. I mean, what no work all week.
First down.
I touched you on this on Thursday.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, Winston. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10.
Big call, little call.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
He can't hang. He's not going to get it.
Throwing again. Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on third down. That way you're losing.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Okay, right. He quit on him. Okay, somebody quit. You got off, nigga.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point.
Going through the motion. Left on the mud,
and he puts it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. To throw, Winston. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Winston now. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Nigga, like he's long.
Jameis again. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Honestly, man, I think what it is like all the people that are trying to test it like last month.
This thing out deep for Thomas.
Intercepted.
Picked up by Keanu Neal. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Like the adjustments are just now starting to come back. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of motherfuckers had it, so I'm feeling like they trying to implement those numbers like they should be just today. Like motherfuckers like 7,000 motherfuckers going to do tested today. They're coming back positive. Like, nah, nigga, that ain't the case. No. Hopefully we can make some more prepared for this shit. Oh, crap, it's only 15 seconds.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Maybe you watch that, you seen Just Mercy yet?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Daniel Jordan and Jamie Foxx, we watched that shit earlier.
They go play action with Ryan. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
It's 7-6, almost.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Should I just drop it? I tried to do a play. That's the first
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
What that shit was about.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ninja Warrior.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down, but overall,
yeah.
I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They roll this close. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
This is Lewis, able to push his way through. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Opponent is experiencing networking issues. Wait, we try to connect. Come on, opponent. Connection to your peer has been lost. Man, this is some bullshit.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
You was hearing it. Who are you talking to?
When it was time to